Chérie, ouvre mon phone, moi ça vous c'est la bonne, la bonne, la bonne.
Now, quick disclaimer for those who are trying to get into housekeeping or being a room attendant, etc., etc. Just know that these jobs are very physical, demanding, and I'm being so serious. Like, you might think, oh, it's just a couple sheets, and but no, like this is like depending on how many rooms that they give you and how many shifts that you're working, it's very physical demanding. You're gonna be tired, you're gonna be sore. But like I said, at the end of the day, the job is very repetitive, so you're most likely gonna like it. So it's not a hard job. It's not hard to do. It's just physically hard, if you know what I'm saying. So if you're not a person who's used to being on your feet for 6 or 7 hours, or constantly doing the same thing over and over again every single day, if you hate repetitive jobs, then this job might not be for you. I would say like this job is good for people who have social anxiety or who are introverts, who like to be by themselves and know how to do things like that. This might be a job for those. But if you're someone who likes to interact with people, who needs to be around a lot of people all the time, then this will not really work for you. Now let's get right into like how to get hired. Now for housekeeping, they're usually hiring all the time. Just look on Indeed. Indeed usually where I go to look for all my jobs. I feel like that's the best website, but you can check other places. But honestly, just like you can randomly just go to the hotel and say, are you guys hiring? If they are, can I have an application? Usually jobs like that, they rather have people come in person to do the application so they can physically see who's trying to apply. If not, then you can do it online. But most like hotel, I've seen that they wanted you to do that. So from there, let me see what next. So yes, you just apply on there, look for a job, or you can even just look up any hotel within your area, just see if they're hiring and apply that way too. Now from there, once you do that, like I said, sometimes they'll accept application online, sometimes they want you to go in person. Sometimes they need people to work ASAP, so they might actually just to RSVP on Indeed, show up and then fill out the application there at the time, because like I said, sometimes they need people urgently, because usually housekeeping, because like I said, it's physically demanding, their turnover is not too high, but it kind of is, because not everyone's capable of doing the job, or not all people like doing repetitive jobs. So that's the main thing with that. Now on the application process, it's honestly like every other application. Just put your name, your full government name, your date of birth, how old you are, your social security number. The one section that you should be prepared for is it's gonna ask for at least 3 previous employment that you had. Now for me, it was easy because I only worked 4 jobs within my whole life. But I have all that information listed on my phone. I just always had that prepared with me, because at my second job, they went back 7 years. They wanted at least 7 years of history of work, what you have been doing within those 7 years. So people who didn't have that documentation, they had to come back the next day with all that from their bosses, their supervisors, what they worked, what was the payment like, how long they worked there, so they can contact those people. So because I worked there, and for me, like I said, I'm only 20 years old, so I didn't have much experience, so it was not hard for me. I only had like 1 job at that time, just put them, and the rest none experience or no working. So for housekeeping, they want at least 3 previous employers to contact them to see, you know, what kind of person are you. And they usually do also background checking and make sure to check to see if you are someone that they should hire to work for the job. And then from there, once you fill it out, they have the person come and interview you. Now the main questions that they're gonna ask you are, you know, what was it, the question? Sorry, I'm just talking a lot that I'm losing what I was gonna say. Oh, tell me about yourself. The question they're gonna ask you is, tell me about yourself. Now, usually this question is not like, oh, well, my name is this, I like this color. No, you want to talk about like mainly your work ethic, how you are as a person, how you are at a job. So for me, when I had this question, I literally practiced this an hour before I went for my interview, and then as soon as they asked me that, I literally forgot. So don't be like me. Don't like make it more stressful than it is. Just honestly, just talk about your work ethic. You can say that I'm a very on-time person. I like to be organized. I pay attention to Okay, sorry, I just had a phone call in the middle of me recording. But anyways, back on like what to say. You can just say, look, I pay attention to detail. I like working by myself, and just I'm a team player. I can be independent. I like to and just stuff like that. From there, they're gonna ask you like, why do you want to work at this job? Why should we hire you? For me, what I said is just, I know like at this job, it's a repetitive job. I know that's mainly about cleaning, like taking out trash, making beds, cleaning bathrooms. That's something I like to do. Cleaning is very what's the word, like very calming for me. I like working at repetitive jobs and just things like that. Just say as to why you want to work. Say something that they want to hear, basically. Or you can just say like your experience. Like I watch a lot of cleaning YouTube videos and just stuff like that. And then basically I think that's mainly like the few questions that they have. Or they're gonna also ask you like, have you done housekeeping before? You can say yes or no. Do you have any cleaning experience and stuff like that? And then they're just gonna like tell you about the job, yada yada yada, what to expect, stuff like that. And then they're gonna ask you to do a background check, so you can tell them yes, you like that. Now for me, mine was different. I got hired on the spot. She asked me to do she's like, can I do your background check right now? I said sure. And then she just came back. She said, okay, boo, you're hired. And then I got hired. She gave me uniforms and things like that. Now for you, it might not be the same. If it happens, then congratulations. But if not, then you're most likely gonna have to wait at least 2 weeks to hear a response, or maybe a week till they get a response. That way you can come back, fill out your paperwork, get your uniform, and start training and stuff like that. For me, I got it done within that day, my paperwork, my uniform, all that, and then the next following day I was doing my training and stuff like that. So it's really, really easy. I love it so far. Maybe I might do a month update of me working at housekeeping, like the pros and cons, what to expect, or me even cleaning some rooms. If you have any questions down below, or if I missed anything, you can comment that down below in the comment section. And thanks for watching. Bye.
Chérie, ouvre mon phone, moi ça vous c'est la bonne, la bonne, la bonne.